Today I'm going to talk about Laika, the space dog. Laika, a stray from the streets of Moscow, was chosen by the USSR for a suicide mission to space in 1957 in the name of exploration. Her passive nature was one of the main reasons she was selected. She, along with two other dogs, Albina and Mushka, were trained and tested to be sent up to orbit the Earth in Sputnik 2. Well, this mission aimed to prove that a living organism could survive being launched into orbit and continue to live in weakened gravity and increased radiation. This would provide scientists with data on the biological effects of a space flight. Well, in 1957, deorbiting technology hadn't been developed, and so their return to Earth was never expected. Laika was selected to go up in space, whereas Albina was her backup and Mushka was staying on ground for further testing. As an absolute violation of animal rights, these dogs were kept in really tiny cages for 20 days to train them to adjust in cabin sizes of the rockets. These extremely closed and tiny cages made them stop urinating, defecating, and overall extremely weak. They were placed in centrifuges to copy the acceleration speed of the rockets and were subjected to really loud noises as well. This caused their blood pressure to shoot up. See, after the success of Sputnik 1 in October 1957, Nikita Khrushchev wanted to launch another Sputnik mission, Sputnik 2, the very next month. There was very little time for the engineers to make a satellite, and everything was built in haste. On November 3, 1957, Laika was launched into space. One of her technicians even kissed her nose and greeted her bon voyage, knowing she wouldn't return. The thermal insulation, which was needed to reduce the heat between objects, broke loose, and Laika died an extremely painful death when the cabin overheated in the fourth circuit. Over 5 months later, Sputnik 2, which included Laika's remains, disintegrated during re-entry on 14th April 1958. 4 other dogs have died on such Soviet missions, again due to technical failures in the rocket which led them to explode. These extreme practices are still being carried out today. China is now set to send monkeys to space to test reproduction in zero-gravity situations, and these animals will again be subjected to extreme conditions during training, all without their voluntary permissions. How do you feel about these experiments? And do we have the right to violate animal rights? Let us know your thoughts, and for more such revealing facts, follow Noello.